Viewers, Rahul Gandhi is unrelenting in his attacks on the Modi government and specifically the External Affairs Minister. And his no-holds-barred tirade against the government comes at a time when India is out to expose Pakistan's support for terror. Teams of MPs and domain experts are in foreign lands to convey India's message that Pakistan hurt India and that's why our defense forces punish the perpetrators. But at such a crucial time when India needs to present a united front, Rahul Gandhi claims that India's foreign policy has collapsed under the Modi government. So let's now tell you the questions that need to be raised. Rahul Gandhi's foreign policy has collapsed, charge that has come in. Let's take you through the questions that he has asked of the External Affairs Minister, Jai Shankar. Now, he has fired 3 questions to Jai Shankar, the External Affairs Minister, in his post on social media platform X. So his question is, why has India been hyphenated with Pakistan? He then goes on to ask, why didn't a single country back us in condemning Pakistan when the terror attacks took place? And he also went on to ask, who asked Trump to mediate between India as well as Pakistan? Now, the Congress spokesperson Pawan Khera has also echoed Rahul Gandhi. Listen in to what he said.
भारत के संबंध पिछले 70-75 सालों में कई मुल्कों से हमारी सरकारों ने अपने संबंध मजबूत किए थे। पिछले 11 साल में ऐसी क्या स्थिति बनी कि कोई बड़ा मुल्क, कोई बड़ा संगठन, समूह देशों का हमारे साथ खड़ा हुआ नहीं मिला जब हम आतंक के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ रहे थे, हम अकेले थे। ये सवाल बार बार उठ रहा है। आज भी जो भी देश हमारे साथ भी बोल रहा है वो सिर्फ आतंकवाद के खिलाफ बोल रहा है। वो पाकिस्तान को आतंकी देश करार करने से बचता है। ये हमारी विदेश नीति की जीत तब मानी जाएगी जब ये तमाम देश पाकिस्तान को आतंकवादियों को शरण देने का आरोप में शामिल हो हमारे साथ।
So, while Rahul Gandhi believes that no one has backed India, senior Congress leader Salman Khurshid, who is part of the JDU MP Sanjay Jha-led delegation to Japan, has a completely different tale to tell. The former External Affairs Minister of India stated that there was spontaneous support for India's position on terrorism.
We were received very, very graciously. We have received with an open heart and open mind. We were very encouraged that there was spontaneous support for India's position on terrorism, that there is a complete consensus here against any form of terrorism, and both the combination of determination to support anti-terrorism movements and positions and the very special condolence that was conveyed for the loss that we suffered in Pahalgam. I think that combination was very, very encouraging and very supportive of what we came looking for.
My colleagues Sabyasachi and Pradeep Datta are joining us on the broadcast with the details of the unfortunate politics that's playing out. And Sabyasachi, time and again, Rahul Gandhi has raised these questions. But look at the timing of these questions. At a time when India is putting up a united front, we have the all-party delegation that has gone to different countries projecting India's stand on terror. That's when Rahul Gandhi has been raising these questions of the government. In fact, raising questions on the External Affairs Minister in particular, who himself has also been giving out India's message to the world that this is India's fight against terror.
Well, that's right, Pratibha. See, on one hand, Mr. Rahul Gandhi continues to question the intent of the central government. And on the other hand, the central government is trying to showcase the world that India stands united despite the political differences. All the political parties have come together on the same platform to talk against terrorism, to expose Pakistan on the global platform. And that is why we are seeing that political members from different opposition parties are part of the delegation, and that is the reason why some of the Congress leaders are not happy with the kind of stand that Mr. Rahul Gandhi is taking by attacking Mr. S. Jai Shankar time and again and raising question on the intent of the central government. Now, some leaders within the Congress party feels that when India is trying to showcase a picture of unity, they have sent their delegation to different foreign countries to expose Pakistan, and by continuously attacking Mr. S. Jaishankar and questioning on India's foreign policy is making things harder, and somewhere it will lead to the potential fallout of the Congress party, and somewhere it's going to undermine the image of the Congress party is what some of the leaders within the Congress party feel. And they also want that if Rahul Gandhi is raising questions, then he should also find some other constructive way to raise his concerns by not directly attacking Mr. Jaishankar time and again. But clearly we are seeing that after Mr. Rahul Gandhi has attacked S. Jaishankar, several of the leaders from the Congress party itself, like Pawan Kheda, Supriya Sineth, Jairam Ramesh, all of them have been attacking S. Jaishankar and questioning the intent of the central government on the very same line, whereas on the other hand, leaders like Shashi Tharoor, P. Chidambaram have extensively come out in support of the central government.
Absolutely. So there are no takers even within the Congress party for Rahul Gandhi's questions, because on his questions, especially considering the questions that he is asking on the mediation that came in from the United States, India's stand has been very clear. There has been no mediation whatsoever from the United States. It was talks that took place with Pakistan. There are other Congress leaders as well who are part of the all-party delegation tasked to take India's message to the world, and they kept the nation above politics at this crucial juncture. The Congress MPs Shashi Tharoor as well as Manish Tiwari sent a very strong message against Pakistan terror, vowing to speak for the nation and expose Pakistan globally. Rahul probably needs to listen to his own leaders, even if he does not want to listen to the government. Watch these reactions.
I'm heading off to 5 countries leading an all-party delegation to Guyana, Panama, Colombia, Brazil, and the United States. And the reason we're going is to speak for the nation, to speak about this horrendous crisis we were subjected to, in which our country was attacked by terrorists in the cruelest possible way. We need to speak up with clarity and conviction for our country, for our response, and to give the world the message that we will not be silenced by terrorism. And we don't want the world to look away either. We don't want indifference to triumph over the truth. It's a mission of peace. It's a mission of hope. And it's a mission that will one day remind the world that India stands for all the values we need to preserve in the world today, of peace, of democracy, of freedom, and not of hatred, of killing, and of terror. Jai Hind.
पाकिस्तान ने आतंकवाद का एक पूरा ताना बाना अपने मुल्क में बुना है, जहां पे वो उनको ट्रेनिंग देते हैं, उनको हथियार देते हैं और उनको सरहद पार भेजते हैं भारत में आतंकवाद फैलाने के लिए। तो उसका पर्दाफाश करने के लिए, पाकिस्तान का चेहरा बेनकाब करने के लिए हम लोग सब अलग अलग देशों में जा रहे हैं।
So, Pradeep, look at how the Congress party or Rahul Gandhi in particular seem to be working. No response on what the government has said. The Congress leader has refused to believe the official stand of the Indian government. And when questions are being raised, like our colleague Sohail went and spoke to him, he is being shooed away by saying, "Don't waste my time." He is not even listening to his own leaders from within the party as well, who are talking about India's stand.
Yes, Pratibha, you're absolutely right, because when it comes to this delegation going to different countries, there is one message, one mission, one Bharat. That means India is united. But I think there's no clarity within the Congress party, because they seem to be somewhere confused, and Rahul Gandhi especially, because he is not realizing that out of 197 countries, it was only 3 nations who had been supporting Pakistan. The rest of the world stood firmly with India. And when it comes to even the Muslim nations, also out of 49 nations, only there had been 2 countries with Pakistan, but the rest of the Muslim countries were also supporting India in fight against terror. It is with this message that these delegations had gone to different countries. And Shashi Tharoor as well as Manish Tiwari rightly said that we will be going with the clarity, we'll be going with the conviction, and we'll be telling the world that you can't just turn your face to other side, because it should be the victory of the truth, not the indifference or indifference. And very clear message is that the world needs to stand for the values of
पे गए एक संदेश देने के लिए कि इस विषय पे जब न्यूयॉर्क भी आतंकवादियों की आक्रमण सह लिया है 20 साल पहले, तो ये है हमारा अनुभव भी। हम चाहते हैं कि वो समझे कि इसमें एकजुटता की ज़रूरी है। हम सब एक साथ हैं इसमें, और हमें भी अमेरिका के जैसे दुनिया को एक रिजॉल्व दिखाना चाहिए कि हम बिल्कुल इस किस्म के आतंकवादी आक्रमणों के खिलाफ हैं और हम एक्शन लेंगे और हम सख्त रहेंगे। तो ये सब मेरे ख्याल में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण थे। उसके बाद हम आके लोगों से बात की यहाँ, ये तो करीब 2 घंटे की बातचीत हुई। कई लोग थे जो 3-4 तो भारतीय नहीं थे, बाकी तो अमेरिकन लेकिन भारतीय ओरिजिन के, और बहुत किस्म के बैकग्राउंड, कुछ मीडिया के थे, कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज़, कुछ दूसरे स्थान पे। और मेरे ख्याल में उनका प्रश्न सुन के हमें जवाब दे पाना और उनको समझाना ये भी बड़ी ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि अमेरिकन पब्लिक ओपिनियन जो कहते हैं, जो जनता की राय है, हमारे जो भारतीय अमेरिकन होते हैं उनका समर्थन, उनके साथ ये सब समझना बड़ी ज़रूरी होती है। तो इसलिए मैंने आके यहाँ मैं और मेरे साथियों उनसे बात करने में इतना समय दिया, क्योंकि ये भी हमारे लिए, हमारे देश के लिए महत्वपूर्ण है। Sorry.
So that was the live reaction coming in of Shashi Tharoor. So the delegation, remember, is visiting various countries, including United States, to give that message that India stands against terror, and this was India's right to respond to the terror. Sabyasachi and Pradeep, I request you to